conception. So what is it that really defines wisdom? Music may not be the first thing that springs to people's mind when they think of wisdom. It's my intent and my belief that a full understanding of the nature of wisdom must take into account music, because it's one of the most essential ways of expressing nonverbal wisdom. I think when you look at the lives of people we consider wise, whether it be Gandhi or Jesus, we kind of believe that they had some kind of fundamental insight into the human condition, into human life, that allowed them to either explicitly or implicitly sense what was fundamental, what was important, and allowed them to see past the surface to really make the kinds of decisions that had a tremendous positive impact. My claim is twofold. One is that music allows us to communicate profound psychological insights that are not easily communicated through language. And two, that music, and sort of in a similar vein, is able to create a psychological state in a listener that is potentially contemplative and reflective, and which supports wise decision-making, of music making. What you can say, and sort of the common conception of music, is that it's a sort of language for emotions. It gives us an ability to express very viscerally and very profoundly emotions. And it has this amazing kind of quality of inducing a particular psychological state in the receiver. And often, because of this, we use it to sort of create bonds, to create social bonds, to synchronize the mental states of many people. So we can create collective experiences through this. And you have some objects which are creating vibrations, which are eventually creating these pressure variations. They get all jumbled up and mixed together, and eventually it reaches this intake channel, which is our ear. Somehow from this, we're able to not only decode the acoustic information of, oh, there are three instruments playing, one is a guitar, one is a violin, one is a trumpet, but we're also able to infer things like, these frequency components cohere to give us a sense of pitch. These other components are cohering to give a sense of rhythm. These pitches are cohering to give a sense of melody, and the entire thing has some kind of holistic feeling that is the sense of music. So my first goal will be to characterize what that experience is like, and in particular to sort of take stock of the variety of intense musical experiences that people have. Second, I'd like to explore the extent to which there is intersubject consistency in these experiences, as well as understand what the individual differences are. And third, we'd like to look at the neural underpinnings of these psychological states. In other words, what is happening in the mind of a listener when they are having these types of experiences. So, in conclusion, I'm saying that music expresses a distinct type of wisdom. It expresses a nonverbal wisdom, and it communicates a certain psychological state that we can't otherwise communicate. It is able to create reflective states, in addition to that, which are beneficial to making wise choices. The research program that I've outlined will hopefully help us to describe, to characterize musical wisdom, and we'll start to explain the mechanisms by which that wisdom is communicated. And as you can see, we're going to be using converging lines of evidence, hopefully from ethnographic studies, behavioral studies, brain imaging studies, and modeling approaches. Thanks.